6 tonight. We have breaking news right now on the WHAS11 night team. The arrest tonight, and a mother reacts to the man charged with her daughter's killing.
I'm grateful that this person will be brought to justice now.
Police reveal new details in the shooting and killing of Rachel Hughes at Shawnee Park 2 days ago. Also new tonight, an empty lot in Newburgh. One business owner wants to park towed vehicles right here.
14, 15 neighbors that do live on Indian Trail. We try to keep our homes up nice. Please don't do this to us.
Residents turn out in strong opposition tonight, and the city's planning commission members are there with an answer. Right now on the WHAS 11 night team. Breaking news right now here at 11 o'clock. All news since 6. Police charge a man in the killing of a woman who was found in the woods dead of Shawnee Park 2 days ago. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Doug Proffitt. We're talking about this man, 27-year-old Michael Bullock, tonight charged by police with murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. The police citation we obtained tonight says he was seen with Rachel Hughes on Sunday leaving a laundromat off Bardstown Road. Police say both were then seen arriving at the Shawnee boat ramp, where Hughes then walked in front of Bullock. Cameras in the area, according to police, show that's when Hughes was shot and Bullock fled the scene, returning with someone else, who police say helped him hide her body in a nearby wooded area of Shawnee Park. Her mother, Tammy Bryant, talked to me tonight on the phone. She says she got the call from police at about 6 o'clock tonight about the arrest. She says she has never seen Bullock before and that Rachel did not know him either until that night.
I am so grateful to the detectives that got on this so quickly and made an arrest. My hope is that he does not get a bond tomorrow. He does not deserve to be out on the streets. He deserves to be put away for the rest of his life, as far as I'm concerned. Rachel was a great person, very giving, loving. She would do without before she would let her friend or neighbor, anybody. If you needed something that she had, she would give it to you. But she didn't deserve what she got.
Tammy Bryant says the Jefferson County coroner told her Rachel had been shot 8 times. Bullock's arraignment is tomorrow morning, and Tammy told me tonight that she will be there in the morning. Bardstown finally gets some closure tomorrow to the 10-year murder mystery that finally has a convicted murderer. It is sentencing day for the ex-boyfriend of Crystal Rogers and one of his accomplices. Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson were found guilty in Rogers' 2015 death and disappearance. Houck was found guilty of murder and tampering with physical evidence, and Lawson found guilty of conspiracy to murder and tampering with physical evidence. The jury recommended that Houck serve life in prison and Lawson to serve 25 years. The sentencing from the judge, the final sentencing, begins at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon in Nelson County in Bardstown, with members of Crystal's family also addressing the courtroom. Then don't forget, you can watch our special report tomorrow night at 9 on the WHAS 11 Plus app, the Crystal Rogers murder, the final sentencing. I'll be here with WHAS 11 News legal analyst Nick Mudd and WHAS 11's Alexandra Goldberg in Bardstown covering the sentencing. You can watch that tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on the free WHAS 11 Plus app. Download on your TV and watch for free. And then, of course, we'll have complete coverage from our team tomorrow night on the WHAS 11 night team right here at 11 o'clock. In southern Indiana today, Judge Roger Duvall ordering former Clark County, Indiana Sheriff Jamie Knoll, who is in prison, to pay back $918,000 in one of his cases with the Attorney General's office. This is for Knoll's financial crimes with the Clark County Sheriff's Office. The AG's office says it's entitled to compensatory damages that could nearly triple this amount. Judge Duvall will rule on that in the coming weeks. Right here new tonight, it's a win for the neighbors of Newburgh this evening. They pushed back on allowing towed cars to be hauled to an empty lot in their neighborhood. The Planning Commission from Louisville said no to the plan by a local businessman. WHAS 11 night team's Alex Dieter and photojournalist Aspen Hester were there as dozens of residents made their opposition heard.
No one would want to have this in front of their home.
Louisville Metro Planning Commissioners listening to Newburgh residents, like Reverend Roosevelt Lightsey Jr., saying they don't want a tow lot in their neighborhood.
I'm encouraged that the commissioners that are serving have the interest of the community at heart.
The commissioners voted against recommending Metro Council to change this residential plot of land in Newburgh into an industrial area for a towing lot.
Right off of the busy East Indian Trail Road is where the two addresses are where the proposed towing lot would be.
Approving this request would set a precedent for additional industrial rezoning applications in this residential area, potentially destabilizing the community's long-term planning efforts.
Attorney John Talbot represented a local businessman who was asking the city to change the zoning for tow lot business.
Right now, it is a problem property. And I ask you, if this is turned down tonight, well, what is it ever going to be used for?
I do think that this would be an opportunity for a step down, some kind of multifamily use, something that is neighborhood serving. A tow lot is not neighborhood serving.
Residents saying it would decrease the value of their homes, make Newburgh look like a junkyard, and create more traffic on an already busy road.
We are not against this young man going into business. We love business. You want to come here, you want to go into business, great. We're saying this is an inappropriate place to operate this particular business.
Talbot saying the project would clean up the area of the neighborhood and benefit the community, citing support from MSD, who would be to the site's north.
Right now, that property is a swampy cesspool. MSD was delighted that we were going to come and fix it.
Too many times projects are initiated, they're started, they're launched, and then they come and ask the community to accept it.
For now, the lot remains residential, leaving residents relieved. In Newburgh, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS11 night team on your side.
Even with the recommendation to deny the tow lot tonight, the full Metro Council has the final say in this and the final vote on changing the lot from residential to industrial. Happening tonight, a South End advocate may soon get long overdue recognition at her final resting place. Rosa Phillips spent her life working to improve Louisville South End, leaving her name on a city street, an elementary school, and even a state highway marker. But at Cave Hill Cemetery, her own grave remains unmarked. Now the Iroquois Neighborhood Association is working on plans to change this. One of the members, Stephanie Buzan, says the group wants to honor Phillips by replicating her husband's tombstone so the pair will be remembered side by side.
Hearing her story and understanding her accomplishments and knowing that she does not have a recognition of her final resting place at Cave Hill Cemetery next to her husband really just kind of hit home with me, and I wanted to do something about that.
So right now the effort is still in the fundraising stage, with just over $1,100 collected toward their $2,500 goal. Supporters hope to raise enough money to install the marker by Women's History Month in 2026. A new face is entering Kentucky's U.S. Senate race. Democrat Logan Forsyth of Lexington, a former U.S. Secret Service special agent who gave his first TV interview to WHAS11 News about his candidacy. Forsyth says he has embraced the values of Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. He's critical of Mitch McConnell for opposing higher wages and calling the outgoing senator an insider who's out of touch. Forsyth says that his top priority would be protecting Medicaid and SNAP benefits, programs that helped his own family growing up in Western Kentucky.
You trusted the other person with your life. You had to. You've never had a doubt that, hey, I wonder if that guy down the hall is going to stop something from happening or do what needs to be done when the moment arises.
Forsyth admits it's an uphill fight, but hopes to follow Governor Andy Beshear's example by focusing on kitchen table issues and the Golden Rule. As a Secret Service agent, he protected Presidents Obama, Trump, and Joe Biden. Forsyth is the second Democrat in Kentucky's U.S. Senate race. State House Democratic leader Pamela Stevenson of Louisville is also running. The high-profile Republicans in this race are former Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, Kentucky Congressman Andy Barr, and Lexington businessman Nate Morris. The primary election is next May. By the way, you can find our interview with our Isaiah Kim Martinez with Forsyth on the WHAS11 YouTube page. Louisville Metro Council voting today to launch a review of data center regulations. The massive warehouses store computer equipment that powers technology like artificial intelligence. The warehouse, developed by the Poe companies of Louisville, is scheduled to open in 2026. At full capacity, it will consume the energy equivalent of 400,000 homes. The developer says it will create more than 1,000 jobs and generate millions in tax revenue for schools. One project already underway in southwest Louisville is expected to use nearly as much electricity as all city residents combined.
We didn't want to be left behind, and so that was the urgency to cut that tax break for them to come here. However, now that they are wanting to be here, we got to make sure we know where to put them and how they're going to affect the neighborhood.
Louisville's planning office is now drafting rules on where future data centers can go and how they operate in our community, with a public review expected by November. The restaurant called Ceviche on Bardstown Road is celebrating 25 years in business now, and owner Anthony Lamas says the journey has been a roller coaster. The restaurant hosted longtime customers tonight to celebrate the anniversary, offering favorites from the menu when he opened in 2000. No one in the city at the time was serving empanadas, chimichurri, or skirt steak. Now Latin flavors are part of Louisville's food scene, and ceviche has become known as a dining staple.
You know, I hear that every once in a while, and I don't really think of it, but people are calling us a Louisville institution. We're a staple, and you think about these restaurants that have been there. So that's pretty tremendous. I mean, I'm really proud of that. If I was to close today, I felt like I've accomplished something.
Lamas credits the city and his family for supporting him through challenges, including the pandemic, and says ceviche is ready for the next 25 years. Well, you have heard them talk about it, and now they are actually going to do it. Metro Police and the mayor are going to be crushing a street takeover car in the impound lot tomorrow. This SUV was seized under the city's street racing ordinance. The 2021 Hellcat Durango was confiscated during last year's Street Rod Nationals and will be destroyed, crushed, as it has several stolen parts, including its big engine. It is a stolen engine from Detroit. There's a good look at it right here. That poses a liability and cost concerns, preventing it from being auctioned off or added to the Metro fleet because of all the stolen parts in it. Mayor Craig Greenberg will push the button to crush the SUV. It is valued at about $100,000. WHAS 11 News will be there to bring you coverage right here tomorrow. The KFC Yum Center downtown turns 15 years old next month, and construction is underway on a brand new roof. And inside, as the floors of the main concourse are getting a refresh. Soon, the Arena Authority is looking to do much more with the KFC Yum Center, and they want your help. Season ticket holders and anyone who has attended an event can fill out a survey as they look to reimagine the possibilities of the Yum Center, including future events, year-round potential use, and what can be done to complement Whiskey Row nearby. The survey will be made public for anyone to fill out starting next week. Right here on the night team, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk makes his first court appearance as prosecutors announced they plan to seek the death penalty against him.
And it was another warm day across Kentucky, and Louisville made it up to 91 degrees. Just how long will these lower 90s stick around? We'll take a full look at our 7-day forecast. That's coming up after the break. Today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots: Mega Millions, $400 million, Powerball, $81 million.